Hello everyone, it's Cave Explorer here with my first ever Minecraft mod review. And for those of you that are new to Minecraft, mods are basically stuff that just adds new items or enemies into Minecraft. And the mod that I'm going to be reviewing today is Legendary Gear. I'm a personal fan of the mod because it basically adds items that are from the Legend of Zelda series, and I like them a lot. So let's get this started. First things here, we have the quiver and the bomb bag, and to craft the quiver you need 5 leather and 1 arrow, and you get the quiver, and it basically just stores arrows. And there's also the bomb bag. To get the bomb bag you need 1 bomb and 7 leather, and you get the bomb bag. And then with the quiver you can currently see that it's got 0 above it, and this means that it's not holding any arrows, even though I have arrows in my inventory. And to put the arrows into the quiver, you just throw the arrows onto the floor, walk up to the arrows, pick them back up, and they're in the quiver. The quiver can carry a lot more than 64. I think it can carry 4 stacks of 64 arrows. And every time you use your bow, well, if I wasn't I'll turn back to survival. When you fire, obviously it decreases, and then you pick some more up, and it goes back up to its original total. And then there's the bomb bag, and the bomb bag can be used to collect bombs. And basically in the nether or near lava you will find these are bomb plants, and you can harvest fully grown bomb plants which look like these if you use shears, or you can, if you have a bomb bag, you can collect the bombs straight off them by hitting the bomb plant and then hitting the bomb that places. And then while in the bomb bag, if you right click, you'll throw the bomb. It can destroy blocks like cobblestone, but it won't destroy blocks such as dirt, so I'll just collect all of these. And when you collect the bombs, the bomb plants will just go back to this, and if you leave them for a while they'll be fully grown again. You can get more bombs. And you if you have both a bomb bag and a quiver, you can fire bomb arrows. So basically if you hold shift to sneak and fire an arrow, I think that's it. Nope. Well, I'm not quite sure how you do this. I'll guess I'll have to add this if I find out later. But you can also throw bombs when, if you decide you don't want to use it, you can just hit it again and disarm it. I'll just throw that into there. And the next thing this mod adds is a magic mirror, which is crafted with 4 gold ingots, 4 ender pearls and a diamond. And the magic mirror, basically, if you go anywhere that isn't in full view of light, the things will change to this lighter shade. And then if you hold right click, you hear a little sound, and after a second you will teleport to the place where you were last above light. So it's good if you're going into caves, because you can easily get your way back out. And then another item that it adds is the magic boomerang, which is just 4 gold ingots and a ender pearl. You can just throw it, and because it's in creative, there is a little glitch where you will get an infinite amount of them, but in survival this isn't a problem. And you can throw it and it will deal damage to mobs, but you can also throw it and it will bring back items, so it's very useful if you drop something but you don't want to go down to collect it. This is the next item in the mod, and this is the phoenix feather. This is crafted with 4 blaze powder, 4 gas tears and a feather to get the phoenix feather. And the phoenix feather, basically, if you die, I'm just going to quickly kill myself. Oh. Probably not a good way to kill myself. I go a little bit higher, hopefully I should die. Basically it brings you back to life, and you get fire resistance and resistance for a few seconds. It just disappears. You get about half your health back, and that's good. Then the next items here are the medallions, and they're all crafted with 4 bricks, 4 gold nuggets, and then either dirt, an arrow, an ender pearl or coal in them, and you will get the earth, wind, ender and fire medallions. Just change the weather to clear. And currently they don't do anything because they're not fully charged. They're all empty, as you can see by the bar at the bottom. To charge the fire medallion, all you have to do is set yourself on fire, and you can hear that noise, and that means it's charging. Obviously it's easier to do this with flint and steel, To charge the wind medallion, basically you just have to take falling damage. Oh no, the wind medallion you have to be shot with an arrow. To charge the earth medallion you just take any kind of falling damage. And the ender medallion, which is one of the easiest to charge, is you just stir at an enderman. Then when you're fully charged they change to this. And you can use them by simply holding right click and you will throw them. And each of them has their own effect. The earth medallion creates this shockwave that launches mobs and deals damage. The wind medallion, which when it hits will fire loads of arrows on the spot based on where you're looking. The fire medallion, which I like the best for throwing, is it sets all mobs in a set area alight. And then the ender medallion, which is useful if you want to get quickly away, you throw it and you get this effect, and then when it comes back into the self, all mobs will be teleported into the air and away, so it's an easy way to get enemies away from you. And it's very helpful to just keep stuff away without having to fight them. Now, something else this mod adds is you can make amulets out of the Aero, Pyro, and the Gear. Basically the Earth, Wind, and Fire medallions, and these will negate. The Pyro amulet will negate fire damage, but it will also degrade. So if you right click and then hold. A minute, I'll change back to survival. It will guard against 50 points of damage, but will also obviously degrade. It protects against jumping in lava and obviously fire damage. The Aero amulet will protect against arrow damage, and it's very useful. It works the same. And the Geo amulet will defend against falling damage. And they all make a little noise. Also, if you fall with the Geo amulet, you will create a shockwave. So it is helpful. Let's find the net. Okay, here we are. You can also make a Titan band, which is 4 gold ingots, 4 leather, and the earth medallion. And you can use this, if I can find a mob. I will show you later on. You can basically use it to carry mobs, and if you pick up a chicken, you can use it to fly. Next is you can actually enchant swords with the pyro medallions. So all you have to do is put them in a crafting recipe, just them two. Any sword will do it, will work. It just the sword affects how long it will last. You can get earth, wind, ender, and fire on all of these, and they all have the special ability. Basically, if you hold right click and then when that happens click, when that effect happens you click, and that was the earth one that creates a little shockwave. The wind one just sends a little torrent that blows mobs away. The fire one, oh no, that was the ender one. The fire one, basically if you fire it will fire a fireball at mobs, and if I can find another mob I can show you what the ender one does. Basically, if it touches a mob, you'll be teleported to them, and then if you right click, you'll teleport away. So you can use it to quickly attack mobs and then teleport away. Like that. Another thing that this mod also adds, if I can just put these away, is a sugar cube, which is just crafted with 9 sugar. And these sugar cubes, if left out when it rains, will just disappear. They will dissolve basically in the rain. And you can also make them you can use them to make rock candy, which just the crafting recipe is all the same except for the thing you use in the center. So it's 6 sugar cubes, a stick, and a water bucket, and you can make an emerald rock candy, a diamond rock candy, a redstone rock candy, and a lapis rock candy. And eating all of these will give you status effects that last for 15 seconds, and the emerald one gives you speed 3 and haste 4, so you can run really quick, and it's very helpful to obviously just escape and mine. The diamond rock candy gives you speed and resistance 4, and obviously run away and keep high defense. The redstone rock candy, after just give it a second, gives you speed and strength. All of these give you speed 3, I think, anyway. I'm not quite sure about the lapis one. And give it a second, I can show you the lapis one. The lapis rock candy gives you speed and jump boost, so you can obviously jump higher. The next thing you can make is milk chocolate, which has the same effect of milk, so it will remove all status effects if you can eat it. When you eat it, I mean. So yeah, now I'm back to normal. So basically you craft that with a bucket of milk, sugar and cocoa beans, but they can be stacked so they're easier to transport. You can also make clay jars, which is with 7 bricks, and you get 16 clay jars. If you have an item and you just throw it into the clay jar, just drop in. If you smash it, then you'll get obviously your items back, so they're just a pretty nice feature. You can also make these claptrops. I think that's how you say it, correct me if I'm wrong. You just right click them and basically they're spikes, and they will deal damage to you and give you slowness, and also jump boost so you can escape. But they do disappear after one use, so they're just like a temporary defense system. You can also make a sword pedestal, which just with 4 stone. You place it on the floor like that. You can right click and put your sword in it, and it looks pretty cool. Also, if you have an enchanted sword, you will see the enchanted effect, and then you can pick up the sword by looking at its handle and right clicking it again. You can also make a hook shot, which is 1 dispenser, 1 fishing rod and 3 iron ingots. And basically this, if you fire it, will go in a straight line. You can hold it and you can grapple to blocks such as wood. It won't work on every block, it will just go through some, but it helps to get around if there's trees nearby or anything else. You can also at night hear falling stars land on the ground. If you get to them, you will be given star pieces. The star pieces can be crafted into stardust, and the stardust with either a red or brown mushroom will make magic powder. Then if you find a mob and use the magic powder on them by right clicking them, you'll change mobs into certain things. Creepers become supercharged creepers. It doesn't work on everything, so it doesn't work on spiders, but you do get a little sound effect as well. But it won't change them back. It will only change them into supercharged creepers. Another thing you can make is the sky beam block, which can be used with the sword pedestal. You basically place it underneath and you get this massive beam of light, and this also has the ability to power a redstone block that's underneath it, so it could be used for getting further into a mapper. And well, one second, just better move my little creeper friend away. You can also make skybeam torches with 4 stardust, 1 diamond and a gold ingot, and that gives you 8 starbeam torches. You can place them in a line and you can travel along the light they create. If you hold shift and jump, and that will work in a straight line, you just jump and hold shift. But you may obviously need to go up and down because it will not carry on forever. It's basically the equivalent of a minecart. It's just a little cool way to travel around. Well, here we are. You can also make, well, in 1 minute, let me just change the weather again. Also, there is a nice little feature for adventure maps where you can get these, basically just this locked blocks, which need a corresponding key to open. You cannot craft them, but you can find them in the creative, obviously, inventory, so you can use them in adventure maps, like I said. And if you place the lock and then chains around them, when you use the corresponding key, obviously the diamond with the diamond block, the gold with the gold, and the iron with the iron, when you use it, all the chain blocks and the one will disappear and become unlocked. So it's a good way to keep people out of areas they're not supposed to access at this point in the game. And one of the sets of armor you can make is the whirlwind boots, which is with 2 gold ingots, 2 wool, and a wind medallion. Just equip this like normal, and it gives you the ability to run really fast. Also, if you have enough blocks distance from water, you can run across water, and it's a very quick way to travel around. However, the durability, obviously because of the block allowing you to travel so quick, doesn't last for that long. It's still a good item to use to travel around the world and everything else. There are also a couple of new enchantments with this mod, and they are Focus, Focus 2 and Soul Tether. Focus 1 it basically focus and focus 2 decrease the amount of time it takes for these to charge. Then soul tether allows you to keep an item when you die. So if I just kill myself quickly, I will lose all of my items except the one that is soul tethered to me. If I hit respawn, I will still have the diamond sword. So it's very helpful if you don't want to obviously lose your items while playing. And then there's just two, 3 things left, is the Headband of Valor. And that's with 5 wool and a fire medallion. And this only works if you have only this armor equipped and nothing else. It's a little headband, and it basically just increases the power of your punch. So it makes you a lot stronger. I'll quickly show you with a zombie. So I am stronger. And as you can see, I also got an emerald shard. And 16 emerald shards can be used to make a emerald piece. And then 4 emerald pieces will make a full emerald. So it's easier to get emeralds with this mod. You can also make a reed pipe, which currently doesn't have any feature, but it's supposed to resemble like the ocarina. And basically you need the sugarcane in this arrangement. 6 sugarcane and you get the reed pipe. Then depending on how high you look and when you right click depends on what note you play, so you can go. And the last thing in the mod is this mystic grass, and you can punch this and they will drop emerald shards, either hearts, which you can also get from mobs, and hearts just basically heal your health, or arrows. And during thunderstorms, oh good thing I went into creative then, you can also find energized mystic shrub, which drop better items like more hearts or emerald pieces. Well, there will be a link in the description below to this mod. I hope you enjoyed my first ever mod review. I seriously do recommend you check this mod out. It's very entertaining and had lots of new stuff from a very good game. Thank you. This was Cave Explorer here. I hope you enjoyed my video.